Presented by Wearable Fandom. My name is John. Dustin, I don't know what happened to Dustin.
What are you doing, John? This is my part. This is my part.
I'm sorry, you were gone. You were gone, and the show was live, and we have people here, and it was
Take two. Zoom. I love the power. I've got the power of the click. You can come back, John. Come back into the room. Presented by Wearable Fandom. Welcome to Wear Mighty Things, episode number 57. This is a podcast all about the Roosevelt's brand and community. If fandom, fashion, and friends sounds like fun, well, then you have come to the right place. My name is Dustin, and I am your host. Just a quick note for those of you who have not been here before, we'd like you to subscribe and click a like, and also ring that bell so you get notifications of every single time this podcast goes live. You already know about my co-host, John. He's that guy that was on before me. Some technical snafu, or was it? Are there really ever any accidents? No, John. They're just happy discoveries. And so great to be back with everybody. And John, my friend, it's great to be back with you.
When they had me, it was a happy.
What'd they say?
They said it was a happy discovery when they had me.
A happy discovery.
It wasn't an accident. It was a happy discovery.
Well. Oh, man. Last week on the podcast, we talked a lot. I shared a little bit about some of the times I had been on TV. We learned 2 weeks back that John had a great IMDb page. He's quite the celebrity, quite the blur. That's what I'm going to call you. That's going to be my little secret nickname for you. You're the blur. He's the blur. That's actually a pretty good name. That's a pretty good nickname, right?
I'll take it. I'll take the blur.
Yeah. But we also learned that you were in and due for some ridiculous and crazy once in a lifetime kind of weather. So, John, are you snowed in? Do we need to send help?
We do need to send help. Yeah, if we can just send a team to help me get out, that would be nice. I'm trapped in the house. No, I'm not snowed in. We do have a lot of snow. The snow over here is actually really ridiculous. My entire thing is my entire side entrance is completely filled, and that sucks.
Wow.
The side, we got a ton of snow. We got and it is not melting in the way that I'd like it to. So it's not melting in the time frame that I want it to melt in. And we're actually supposed to get more this weekend.
Whoa.
Yeah.
More.
We're supposed to get more. But yeah, the snow was pretty bad, and it's I felt bad sending the Chinese food guy out, but I mean he has a job too. I mean,
did you tip him well at least?
Yeah, I got a couple of bucks, No,
couple of bucks to go out in a blizzard and bring you cream of some young guy.
I did not send anybody out. No, I'm joking.
I love it. Yeah, I called you on it.
How was the weather over by you?
Well, it's funny because since the last time that we have actually podcast, I went to London and came back. In fact, I came back from London just a few hours ago and was thankfully in time to actually join in and be here for the podcast. But right now, no, the weather is awesome. This is a gorgeous day, 55. It's like very standard San Francisco day, 55 and sunny. It's gorgeous, man. I tell you, one of the big reasons why I live here, despite the cost, is that the weather is awesome all year round. You're not going to see us if you see us getting snowed in, it's a signal of some really bad things. So
yeah, there's a lot of bad things. If you're getting snowed in, that's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there are a few things we want to chat about. Of course, the Roosevelts had a couple of big releases, and it's January. It's all about the new year. It's about the new you. It's about finding your path back to fitness, making big improvements. John, why do you think it is that so many people start the new habits that are good for them? Not even just working out or dieting or those kinds of things, but why do people just set it to start at the beginning of the new year?
A lot of people, they look at the new year as a new beginning, and they just try to hey, look, we're closing the chapter on this year. We're going into a change. There's a fresh start date essentially, and so it's you know what, it's 2025 things, but we're leaving that in the past. Now we're in 2026. It's a new year, a new era, new me, and And then, people will kind of stick with that for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, and then they fall right back into the same bad old habits again. And they're like, well, maybe next year. I mean, I think people are still kind of they're trying to stay strong. But I mean, I think it's funny. Like January 1st, you'll see a lot of people at the gym, and then after every week after that, they'll start to dwindle back down, and
Yeah.
happens. That's just what happens every year.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I will say one person who is not going to fall victim to that thing of January starts and then actually like letting go of things is Captain Coach co-host Ron Depoti. What's up, fellas? And Ron says the new year always feels like a fresh start. Ron is an inspiration. Ron is out there trying to rehabilitate his robotic knee and get himself back, and he's been posting every single day. So Ron, thank you so much. That's good encouragement.
He's getting
for all
ready
of us
just so
to
we can
keep
do the
moving.
Rocky Run with you.
Yes, well, I don't know if we want to put that much stress on it, but hey, who knows? Pretty soon, just
if
make
he's
sure you
a
work
real
out
Captain
both.
Coach co-host, he's going to come do the Rocky Run with you.
Yeah, no. If he's a coach, he'll just yell and like, you run faster, stop complaining, stop whining about your knees. Yeah, just make sure you're working out both of those legs equally. Have you ever wondered, like, if you just like worked out one arm, if you would get like a giant muscle on one arm, and then the other one would just be kind of wimpy? You'd walk around like kind of
I guess
imbalanced.
that would. Yeah, if
you could do that to your legs too, right?
You were just doing same thing. Yeah, if you were just working out with one dumbbell consistently on one hand, that's it. You would get really ripped on one side, and that's it. Like that would be your arm wrestling arm, and that's but like don't do the other one.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk a little bit more about health and sort of some general fitness because of the fact that we're at the beginning of the new year. But before I do, John, I want to ask, what are you wearing, my friend?
So, and I'm really happy and excited to show this off. I am wearing
Yes, I know.
Order, which I just grabbed 20 minutes before we came on. My good friend Kyle Keller won this shirt in a waffle. We've spoken about waffles before in the past, and he surprised me. Instead of taking the shirt, he sent it over here to me because he knows that this has been a tremendous whale of mine for so long, and I never thought I'd own it. I certainly was never going to buy it. I was never going to spend the money. Anyone who's in the group knows that this shirt is worth a significant amount of money, and I was never planning on spending the money. I was always hoping for the restock to come in so I can grab it, and I was really pleasantly surprised that he sent this over to me. So I am wearing Invention's Daughter, and I'm proud to be wearing it. And Kyle, thank you if you're listening. I am without words. I am truly blessed, and thank you just so much for this, because this is a beauty. Ain't she a beaut, Clark? Like, I mean, this is a phenomenal shirt, and I'm really glad to be wearing this today. Dustin, what are you wearing?
I am wearing actually Some Assembly Required, which is one of the Star Wars Celebration Japan exclusives. It's got all the little ads from the Star Wars toys from over the years, and really good pocket too. By the way, let me show you a little bit about that pocket.
Nice, look at that! Yeah,
nice view of all the action figures there, right there. It's nicely placed. So this was my second favorite exclusive from Tokyo, from the Star Wars Celebration. Can you guess what number one was?
Ooh, was it the jacket?
Yes, that killer Darth Vader samurai jacket.
I remember.
That one. That one is capital DOPE. That one is awesome. Well, before we get into talking about fitness and things and new health regimens, I actually want to do sort of a live unboxing of something that came today. Now it probably came a little bit a few days ago, but since I just got back from London, it just showed up for me. And I think I'm actually going to shift my background here, because while I love this design from this Mickey drop that we'll be talking about in just a few minutes, I want to make sure people can kind of see what it is that I'm doing here. Okay.
Sorry,
where'd you go, John? Where did you go?
So on my mouse, there's a little button that you can press on to go on the back page, and it went back to nothing.
I knew it. Not me. I didn't hang up on you. You hung up on yourself.
No. You hung up.
All right. So there's a couple of things. I think a lot of people are members of D23, and they shipped the membership kit, which came with this, which I'm going to show you what's in here. And then also it came with this cool crossbody bag, and I want to actually show this. Yeah, I want to open these things like right here. So let's really quickly start with the now. D23 has always had these membership kits, but usually it's a bunch of stuff in a box. And this was actually the reason why I wanted to do this on the show was actually because I was really impressed about how they handled it this year. So you've got this little thing on the back, and you open it up, and inside you've got a couple of things. One, down here you've got a membership card. You've got a nice little letter. And then up top here, they have this nice little fold out. They've got a pin here for being a D23 member. They've got exclusive Lorcana cards, which I don't play Lorcana, so I'm probably just going to give this away to folks.
Very nice.
Very fancy. Then over here is like a door magnet. I don't know. This is kind of like a...
Maybe that goes on your car, I believe.
It could go on your car, but you know where else it could go? On your cruise door.
Oh, it can go on your cruise door.
That's what I thought immediately. Since I don't have a car, I thought it would be a cruise thing.
You don't have a cruise, but Justin, you don't have a cruise either. You're not coming on the cruise.
I don't have a cruise, but I'm speaking for others. They give you a nice little thing here that says that you're a member, so you can hand that up. It's actually signed by Mickey Mouse.
Oh my God! Really? You got to frame that.
And Bob Iger, back out of retirement, Bob Iger. Now, this was the weird thing. It comes with this coupon book passport. And this one I'm going to have to kind of pull off the back. Get this out of the way here. So it comes with a little coupon book. Yeah.
Ooh.
And inside here, they've got a bunch of cool things. Some of it's discounts to Citizen. If you go to Disney Springs, they've got discounts that you can spend at Coca-Cola. Yeah. And then there's here's actually a really good. I think almost all of these, actually not all of them, but a bunch of them are. Here's 30% off of one Disney fine art piece, which those fine art pieces are pretty spendy. So this could be multi-hundreds of dollars off.
Very spendy.
Anyways, I didn't look through all of them, but there's a bunch, and they don't all apply to just Disney Springs. They also account for Anaheim. So when we're at D23 later this year, I'll be bringing this one by.
Oh, absolutely! It'd be great if you can try to use all the coupons. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, we'll go to that pizza place that serves Pepsi again.
Oh yeah, there you go.
All right, now since this is obviously a podcast about Roosevelts, but the crossbody is pretty cool. Let's see, it's got a bunch of different pockets. I guess if people are really interested, I'll do another kind of reveal. But lots of space, lots of pockets, which is exactly what you need when you're going to a park. This felt like a bag that was organized to be used and taken with you to the park. A couple of features I'll call out, and then I'll show you what's inside. One, these ringlets. See these little ringlets on there? These are good because you can reach with just one finger and kind of easily pull them open.
Ooh.
And sometimes a lot of bags, and I will say this is actually is it a fair criticism for the Roosevelt bag? Maybe not. The Roosevelt pulls are actually pretty good, but I wish that these loops could kind of be put in here. You can pull across the loop here, and then you've got one extra pocket. So this is awesome. And then what's inside? Let's find out.
What's inside?
Lots and lots and lots of pockets. Oh, I did actually open up one thing on the side. One of those pulls, you need to get access to something. This is something I haven't seen before, or I haven't seen too often. It's got an external bottle pouch that can basically open up. And since I have a little bottle here, it's actually a little bottle. This is not a full size water bottle. You just stick that in there, and now you've got you've got that hanging out. And when you're done with it, it stays outside of your bag, so it doesn't leak water inside of your bag. And then you just tuck it away when you're done. I thought that was also a really cool feature. Some good choices on this bag. How I am on bags, John. Inside there's a box. And then there's a dad hat here. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It's got the D23.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got the natural kind of setup and pull. At first, when I pulled this out, I thought it might have been a Roosevelt hat, and I was like, "Ooh, maybe it is." Inside's very spacious. Blah blah blah. If people really want, I could do a video about this, but I don't know what's in here, John. Should we open it or should we leave it saved and we give it away as a prize?
Ooh,
I literally don't know. This could be a super rare, valuable collectible. Who knows? A bunch of people must be getting them. All right, shall we save it? Let's save it.
Let's save it.
All right. So that's kind of like a live unboxing of the D23 Gold member kind of like dispatch. Last year they gave us a box, and I still have that box. I didn't open it because I don't have a lot of room and space, so I don't have a lot of places to like hang and put up all kinds of different, different stuff. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys got a chance to look through there. We'll just switch back to there for now. There
So
we go.
did you not receive the Roosevelt shirt that comes with that? You can pick there's like a gold member item as my understanding.
Yeah.
And one of those options is an exclusive Roosevelt shirt. Did that not come with it?
I saw that shirt actually at the Jolly Holiday on the Lot that I went to at Burbank at the end of last year, and it was a pretty good looking shirt. They offered, but I believe that the type of membership I have is one click below the one where you get to choose the shirt.
You didn't get the one where you can get
that. I need to go look at it. I don't know. I have not made any choice. So if there's an option to pick an exclusive shirt, I think I probably will, because that's like if you think about it, the only way to get that is to pay for an annual membership. You don't pay for that shirt, I guess. So, it's basically the price of the shirt or something along those lines. Either way, it was a nice looking shirt. I saw it in person in Burbank on the Disney backlot, and I thought it looked great. I thought it looked really cool. So so I don't have the shirt, but we'll see. I am curious though to know anybody who is going to be going to D23. The plan is for John and I to go. We're going to go there. I think Catherine might come, John. That might be really cool. I think we will definitely have a good showing there. Did you not get the exclusive Roosevelts? Nope. I haven't got it yet. But I hope to. I'll look into that. I just thought this was cool, and before I ripped it all open, I was like, oh, we can actually share this with people so you can see what this stuff looks like. I like being a D23 member, even though I go to a Disney park maybe once a year now. I used to go all the time. We talked about that in the last cast. We used to go. I mean, there were times I went 4 days out of a week on the regular in the summer when didn't have anything else to do. Just like, let's go to Disney. We just got to get out there. So, but cool. And then I found out a little bit more information. So last week we were talking about going to Disneyland. For those of you who are on the West Coast or willing or interested to come, the changes that are happening in Galaxy's Edge don't take place until April 29th, which means it's going to be within that May the 4th kind of window as to when all this stuff goes. So I think we're going to have to look at a different time window. Maybe it's going to need to be June or something like that, so that we're completely free of the cruise, and nobody cancels their cruise so that they end up coming to hang out at Disney. And we also want you to be able to come too.
Yes, I want to be there as well, for sure. But we will definitely pick a date. We will go do Disneyland together.
Yeah. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Stay tuned for that, my friends. Okay, all right. Now it's 2026. Isn't that great?
It is 2026.
It's 2026. It's almost the end of January, if you can believe it. 1/12 of the year already behind us. And it's time to talk a little bit about fitness. And, John, most of the time I'm about fitness pizza in my mouth.
Yeah.
That's my preferred kind of fitness. But I said I challenged myself to actually do the Rocky Run, which is going to be a 10-mile run in Philadelphia in November. It's probably going to be cold then too.
November, it'll be cold for sure.
Yeah, I need to get my cosplay. I actually think I'm going to do like a Rocky cosplay. I actually hope that Roosevelt's has something lined up for the Rockieth anniversary, and that they have like a good setup. Then I can. If they might have a lounge fit, but like, let me just tell you right now that those are probably way too thin to be running around in Philadelphia in mid-November. So I might need to put some long underwear on or underneath those things or something along those lines. But maybe they'll have something. Maybe they'll have a sweatshirt or something that I can use, and then I'll just make it a full Roosevelt's outfit while I'm running 10 miles.
That would be really cool. Can we get a flag?
And then, of course, those are going to stink.
Well? Can we get a Roosevelt's flag for you to run with as well?
Well, I was going to give that to you or the coach.
Oh,
You said
you
you
what?
guys. Well, I'm not putting Ron on the spot because Ron didn't say he's coming, but you said you're going to show up and root me on, and that means you
I'll
get
root
to be
you.
the flag.
I'll root
You got to
you
be
on.
the flag. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've got a flag. I could run with the flag.
There you go. I think that'd be
Yeah,
fun.
I could do my version of Roosevelt's Row.
There you go.
For those who don't know, Roosevelt's Row. I wish we had a quick access to a photo of this. This is why we need a producer. We should think about this.
Hold on. I'll pick up. I'll
John,
find a
you're going to be the producer.
I will. I can get a picture. I get a picture.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll do the setup and then we can get it in there. There's a insider who is a huge wrestling fan and always seems to go to all the big. Daniel, what?
Damien Spell, I believe.
Damien Spell. That's right. And so Damien is a huge WWE fan and gets to watch a lot of pay-per-views and sometimes goes to like the Raw, the different shows, the house shows. And at WrestleMania especially, you'll spot a photo of him from one angle where he's holding up a sign, and the sign literally says Roosevelt's Row. And he's done this as long as I've been an insider. He's pulled it off and posted photos of it into the Facebook group at least 1 or 2 times a year, which is cool. I guess the tickets are just about money, right? If you've got money and you throw money down, you're going to get to go to all the events, right?
I would think so. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since I've gone to a WWE event, but I would think yeah, I mean, I think it's just a matter of buying the best tickets you can. I'm sure they sell, that section right behind where it's always facing the camera. I'm sure there's like VIP packages that you can buy that guarantee a spot in that area type of thing. That wouldn't shock me at all.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to know. Oh, we've got a relevant comment here from our number one fan. Yes, Gary Marlis.
Gary Marlis,
what's up, Gary? Well. Yeah, good to see you here, Gary. And Gary says there's a choice: what you received, Roosevelt's shirt or Mickey figurine. But when you renew, you choose. I don't really recall choosing, but I guess is this the Mickey figurine?
You probably
maybe I got chose.
No, I know you probably just didn't buy. Did you pay $50 for yours?
I don't remember. I did it. I don't remember. I guess I should know.
You probably didn't buy the one that made you where you got the extra bonus gift.
Yeah. So this must be like a Mickey figurine.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. I guess I didn't get that shirt, so maybe I need to figure it out, or maybe there'll be another opportunity to pick those things up. Captain Coach says, I'm down to help produce. We know, but don't let us off the hook for not being better organized. John's still looking for this photo, and we're on to three things later, right? There's a I'm not picking on you, but you did throw down that you were like, hey, I'll find.
I will get it. The Facebook search didn't work as fast as I thought.
Oh, Gary says he thinks this is a water bottle. Okay, we're gonna open this right now, because if it's a water bottle, then at least I know if I give it to somebody what it is. We're opening it right now while I'm stalling. Gary Marlis knows what he is talking about. Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, very nice.
Now, I told you I'm a bag person. I'm also a water bottle person. I think we have no shorter than like 10 or 15 different kinds of water bottles here. So what do you got here? Let's first take the lid off. Okay, so it's the top. It's not like the sunken version. We'll get to you, John. I see you solved it. And then from the lid, I see it. Yeah. Then there's a nice little hook here on this guy. And then it's like a screw top, which is always appreciated because, you don't want this thing leaking in the side of your bag. You can like screw it down so you know that it's actually good. And it's got a wide mouth to fill it up. It's not insulated, but, this is for going to parks. Parks, people go all year round, of course, but lots more in the summer. And then, of course, cool thing is that because they put it in the box that put it into the bag, it's going to fit in that bag.
Of course, yeah, they made it special.
So you can actually put it in here, and you store it in there, or dun. Hold on, let me do this live on live on the air. Yeah, look at that. Or you can put it in that water bottle sling that I just taught. Look at this, John. Look at
Look
this.
at that. That's perfect.
It fits right in there. How about that? That's so cool.
amazing.
Thank you, Gary. I would have been guessing about that for a while. Yes, they did a good job. Disney rarely cheaps out on stuff like that. So, I mean, I will say there are some years that I've been more excited or more happy about what I've seen in the D23 stuff, but they usually don't cheap out. So, okay, all right. So let's go back. So here's a photo of Damien at the Survivor Series. Holy cow! Look at that! Look at that awesome shirt. And what shirt is he wearing? I can't.
That.
Oh yeah, it's the belt. It's like the championship WWE belt, the old classic one with the spinny one with the little spinny logo.
Yeah,
I think that's
the
what
old John Cena one.
Yeah, the old John Cena one. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and here's one. Roosevelt's Gebhard Row. Yeah, that's good.
And then here is one more. It's a tweet from Steve. There we go. So Steve was really excited when he was watching one of the WWE pay-per-views and seeing the Roosevelt's Row sign right here, and he made the special hat for Damien.
There it is, right there.
I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I think shout out to Damien for doing that.
That's super fun. Yeah, super fun. I think he would love to know that we're talking about him on.
Oh, of course, absolutely. I haven't spoken to him in a long time. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah, I haven't seen him either in a while, but good times all around. All right, so John, you know what my fitness goals. I'm going to run a 10-mile run. That's like 15 kilometers, right? It's not quite half a marathon. That's what I'm building up to slowly but surely. What are you doing this year? What you have any health or fitness plans?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's any surprise that I definitely have weight to lose, and it's something I've struggled with for a while. So right now, I'm definitely taking steps in my life to drop that. You know, ideally I want to get down to a much healthier weight so that I can go out and do more runs and go out and live a better, healthier life and feel like I'm not running out of breath or feel like I can be faster or just better for my overall life, not even for a specific reason, just to live a better, healthier life. So I am working on that is my biggest goal. Drop the weight and then build up muscle and be able to live a better life and not feel or look the way I do right now, because I'm not entirely happy with all of that, and I want to be better in a lot of aspects of my life, and so that is the first step that I'm taking.
Awesome, that's great. Yeah, and that's it can be a hard thing for people to talk about that stuff. So it's
Sure.
Really awesome that you're willing to be vulnerable about that, and and I think. I think we all have improvements to make on that front.
Yeah, I mean, in every other way, I realize I'm perfect. I'm just amazing, just in every. That is literally my one flaw, and so I know if I fix that, then I'm perfect. So
yeah, well, you've got at least one fan or two.
At least I know. Thank you, Ron. Love you, buddy.
You're a stud, John. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. If you wither away, though, we won't be able to call you Big John Stud. Do you know the name Big John Stud?
Big John Stud.
Yeah.
You've never called me that before.
No, I haven't. I have not called you that. But
were you going to start calling me that?
No. I think the Captain Coach co-host is going to call you Big John Stud. he's the one that's authored this comment. Big John Stud was a wrestler back in the 80s, like 70s and 80s. And he was a big dude. Like, he was a really big guy. And he used to wrestle Andre the Giant. And the matches that they used to have were whoever body slams the other guy first is the winner. So you couldn't win by pinning, you couldn't win by count out, you could only win by body slamming the other guy.
That's hilarious.
It was it was pretty cool. I mean, that was like back when like they just had giant monster, huge guys that weren't always,
well, that was
Ultimate
Vince.
Warrior
Vince
ripped.
loved, just like the overall big giant people. Like that was
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you remember? Some of the most ridiculous types of wrestling matches they had back? It used to get really bad. It used to be like some of that shit was crazy.
Like what?
Like
What comes to mind?
Well, I mean, so the first one that comes to mind for me was, and we may have watched wrestling in two different eras. I don't know when you started watching, and there was a period of time where I was watching, but there was an era where Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio were having a ladder match, and inside the ladder match was a contract to who would be the father of Rey Mysterio's.
Yeah. I kind of remember that. Yes, I definitely remember that. That's fun times.
And then there is the one episode where Vince McMahon wrestled God.
That I don't remember.
Oh, well, can we please pull it up? Can we please pull it up?
No, I'm not gonna let Vince get us banned. He's already banned from WWE. I'm not gonna let him come back, reach from the grave, and well, he's not dead, but
there's an episode where Vince McMahon wrestles God and he wins.
Of course. Have I ever talked? Have we ever talked about Hood Slam? We must have talked about Hood Slam on this podcast. Hood Slam is a wrestling promotion that's in the East Bay, just across the bridge, and they had, it's like an indie. They changed the name, I guess, to Slamtown is now the new name of that promotion, but it used to be called Hood Slam. And they the reason why I bring it up is just because they have a bunch of weird they have a bunch of weird character gimmicks. Like one guy is Captain Cereal or something like that. And he's really strong and powerful, but then somebody came in and threw milk on him, and he kind of melted and fizzled away because he was soaked with milk, and now he was not strong, crunchy. But then they had the one that I remember coming back to your whole idea of Vince versus God was they had this character named Charlie Chaplin. And tell me if I've told this story on the podcast before, but the Charlie Chaplin, long story short, the main promoter guy, the last match of the night, there was a no-show. Some wrestler didn't show up, and they still had it on the card. And so he went out and wrestled against Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin was an invisible character. And this guy totally Tyler Durden'd himself. Like basically, if you remember Fight Club, do you remember the end of Fight Club when they were showing the video?
We don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, we don't talk about Fight Club, but do you remember the security footage of Tyler Durden throwing himself around when he was supposedly fighting against Brad Pitt? He Durden'd himself. Well, this guy literally did that in a professional wrestling. He pretended he was wrestling against this guy named Charlie Chaplin and threw himself and body slammed an invisible body and stuff like that. And
that's hilarious.
Pretty funny stuff. It they did a whole documentary about it. So if you're curious, or anybody listening is curious, you can check that out. It's about Hood Slam. Anyways, they had they had Prawn Cena, which was a parody of John Cena. They had Thick Martell, who's a parody of the model Rick Martel. Do you remember the Steiner brothers? Do those names ring a bell? Did you ever watch the Steiners?
No, I did not.
Have you ever seen the math guy, the crazy math meme? You got a 25% chance of this cross with a 15% chance. You never seen that math, Steiner math?
No.
Oh man, that might be worth risking it. All right, hold on a second. That's too good to not let you know about Steiner math, John. Steiner math. Everybody knows Steiner math.
Do you remember the hair versus hair match?
The hair versus hair is actually a very common match type.
That's happened more than once.
Oh, they have a hair versus hair loser leaves town match. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah. They have a loser leaves town match. Yeah, they had a lot of gimmicks to get people out there. All right, we gotta do this. We We got to do this. We got to share. We're going to share the audio. Man, we're going to get it for this.
We're gonna do it. Okay. If
All right. All right. This is the Steiner. This is T-Day. This is old, but let's listen. Now, what's important here is to listen to how he describes the numbers about the chances of his opponents winning. I'm going to set it up for you because we'll probably only play it. The math ain't mathin', of course. The math ain't mathin', but that's just pretty funny. That's called Steiner math. Anyways, that's one of the guys that they parodied in Hood Slam. Those guys are all like retired. Some of them are not the necessarily the people in that video, but like some of those folks have all passed on, and so it's interesting to see these guys. But it's a good promo. Like that's a pretty legendary promo because he had to memorize that. I'm sure he had to memorize that.
Oh, I'm sure.
At the end of it, you get to 144% chance of winning.
Yeah.
You heard him, John. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. All right. Yeah, that's so good. Well, question to the audience. What are you doing to help out with your fitness goals in 2026? We know what Captain Coach Co-host is doing, but drop a comment down below. Or if you are feeling froggy, you can send us a message. You actually can send us email at wearablefandom@gmail.com. You can also drop us a line on our Facebook page, which is also under Wearable Fandom. Let us know what you're doing to get ready and get healthy in the new year, up to and also including not getting healthy. If you're intentionally sabotaging your health, I think that sounds hilarious, and I want to hear about that too. So drop us a message. Let us know what you guys are doing and what you're all about.
Dustin, one more, just because I haven't thought about this stuff in forever and like coming back to me. Do you remember the episode where they had Undertaker's person, Paul Bearer, die live on stage, where they held him in a kind of like a crate where he's like sitting down and they had a cement trunk there, and they just killing him live on TV.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Good times, good times. There's a lot of fun times.
That doesn't happen anymore. I'm assuming.
No, there's still some pretty ridiculous stuff that happens, but it's kind of spread out across the different promotions and things like that. But yeah, and Ron says getting back in routine of walking, and he's doing DDP yoga. Do you know DDP?
I'm in Dallas Page.
Yeah. See, what's interesting is like DDP, but he was definitely not from the era of wrestling that you were watching.
I know of him because I watch people make fun of his yoga.
Hey man, he's helped some people. He's definitely helped some people, and it sounds like he's helping the Captain Coach Co-host here is going to be back. He's going to be using that knee to kick your ass.
Yeah. Hey, are we doing a charity MMA match? Myself versus Ron. You can ref. Are we doing that?
Sure. Just as long as you know that you have no chance of winning no matter what happens.
Oh, ow.
Not because look, I'll make sure Ron wins one way or the other.
You'll make sure. Oh, so you're gonna play dirty. You're gonna give him the.
And I'm gonna.
Exactly.
That's right. The Nux. I'm gonna slip him the Nux.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna switch gears here, and all of this talk about health and fitness is perfect because this week was all about different fun, cool stuff in the spirit of getting back into fitness and activity. Roosevelt's has released a bunch of new stuff. They started off with the Roosevelt's athletic wear, engineered to perform, designed for the bold. Now, this stuff is actually really interesting because at some point in time, they actually went through and I let it skip there. I'll go into the shop. They were actually beta testing these. I have a pair of shorts that were like not the only prototypes, but I was in part of a group that was sent. We were sent access to a page to buy these shorts.
Yes,
and we didn't get them for free or anything like that, and got to try them on. I still have those. They're pretty good. Like I still wear them. I still use them. I still work them. They're good running shorts and things like that. So it's taken a while. And I remember it was originally the Whale Hunter, or I guess now we refer to him as the Crazy Shirt King. And Aaron Williams, we'll call him the Crazy Shirt King. and he had, I think, worked it out with the guys at HQ to invite a few people who were active and kind of part of the Swolsevelts and things along those lines. And so I bought those and I thought they felt great. Of course, we wanted to talk about them on the podcast many times, but they said no, we couldn't talk about them on the podcast. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah, we were not allowed to talk. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you got to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, sometimes you got to keep your mouth shut. But I'm glad to see that they've really kind of like taken a big step forward here. And let's take a look. So, of course, these are the V1 lined training pant shorts. These are basically the shorts that we got. The version that we got were not. It was kind of like this version.
Yeah.
The ones I have are like a plain gray with a liner.
Yep, I have the same kind.
The drawstring on the outside, it's got the pocket, then one of the pockets is actually zipped. So it's actually not any of the ones that are on the site today, even looking backwards. But, I don't know. What did you think? I mean, oh, yeah, actually, duh. Here they are, literally the ones, Heather Block. These are the ones that I got for the prototype. And all of them are pretty solid. But any thoughts on the new designs?
Yeah, I like them a lot. So I think gym wear is really cool. I have the same shorts as you, and I like them a lot. I mean, so I would be more than happy to purchase more activewear. I think it's also worth mentioning that we have a new type of item out on the item that we've never seen before. We have performance tees, long sleeves and short sleeves, which I don't know if anybody has actually received theirs yet. I don't know about you. I haven't seen a post on Insiders kind of showing off exactly what that is, but it seems like, from the description, crafted from the same stretchy materials, performance hoodies you can't get enough of. This durable gear is built for everything from crisp morning runs to hardcore gym sessions. So we are now getting t-shirts in the same style, fit, and feel of the hoodies, which I like a lot. So that is really interesting to me, and I'm glad to see that we're getting that. I think that's I think it's really cool, and I hope we get more of those. I hope that's not just limited to this activewear stuff that we're seeing, but I think that's very interesting. I feel like the long sleeve performance tee is the same as the hoodie, just no hoodie and drawstring.
This is like the new rev of Shredflex, right?
Right. Exactly. This is the new Shredflex. Exactly. That makes sense.
Yeah. And that's why all the Shredflex stuff is gone from the site. So I think it's all gone. If you didn't get Shredflex, then you're gonna have to buy it in Buy Sell Trade Group. Yeah. So I mean, I definitely like the idea of having a new performance key item, and we're gonna see that again when we talk about the Disney stuff. So yeah. I'm gonna be honest here. I think the quality of this stuff is probably really good. Like, this feels like what I would imagine to be a really nice, lightweight, breathable, comfortable t-shirt to wear in this situation.
Yeah.
Now, I will say though that when I work out, I usually smell really bad, and this is a pretty. I don't know if it's fair to say this, but this feels a little spendy for a shirt that I'm just going to sweat to death in. And you know what I mean? This is almost the price of a Kunu. And so I'm like, I need to get to try one of these so that I can have like an actual informed opinion about it. Right now, it's just kind of like usually I wear some crappy t-shirt and sweat all up in that, which I don't care about throwing away because it's cheap. How would I feel about throwing away $55 t-shirt? Well, people go to Lululemon. Like, I don't know, Lululemon. Like, if we take a look at Lululemon doesn't just make clothes for women, but we'll go to men here, since we were just looking at like men's stuff here. Like, if you shop men's, they've got these jerseys, and you can see, their stuff's more expensive, like even more expensive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We want workout stuff. Give me the workout stuff.
And I think we talked about this once before when it came to the Good Looks collection, where these plain long sleeve Kunus, and you were kind of asking, you're like, well, why would I spend $70 on a white dress shirt when I can go on Amazon and buy a white
Yeah.
dress shirt for $30. And I think the same thing kind of applies here because you kind of know what you're getting with this. This is a brand that you know, you love, and you trust. So you don't really have to worry about the fit, the feel, or what the material is going to be like and whatnot. Some people are very specific when it comes to that. You know, they want to know what they're getting ahead of time. And so when if you're an active buyer from Roosevelt's, you know exactly what you're getting. You know what size you are. You know what Kunaflex feel. You know what the t-shirts and the hoodies feel like. You kind of have an idea of what you're getting, and also you're representing a brand that you love. So that's kind of like where that extra money comes in. It's like you're buying something that you kind of already know what you're getting, and So, and to me, I think the ease of mind is worth it. That's worth the pay, worth the extra price.
That's fair. I think great job. The money's in the bank. The money's in the mail. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like, consistency matters a lot. Well, actually, we don't want to run through the number of times you're wrong. So just to talk it out, the consistency of the fabric or the material that you know feels good and light, big plus, right? Like that's definitely good. Knowing that the fit and being familiar and knowing that you're going to buy a size and you're not going to be drowning in it, or it's not going to be too tight, especially for a shirt you want to wear at the gym. All those are positives. I'm just saying that, I think these shorts, now you notice I don't say anything about the shorts. I think these shorts are actually like really good. But I because this is a new item and I haven't had a chance to put hands on it, I'm a little dubious of the price until I've spent a little bit more time with one of these. Yeah.
Well, when you start training for them for your Rocky run, you'll be wearing your new performance tees, joggers, and you will give us a full report and let us know how they are.
Yeah, I think I will. I think I will.
In fact, but yeah, I think see from you, I want to see you not only wearing this set, but I want to see an epic training montage set to the Rocky soundtrack.
Everybody needs a montage,
and I think that
everybody needs a montage. Yeah. Yeah. And the Captain Coach co-host says, I'm with you. I don't need expensive workout gear that I'm going to beat up. Yeah. I mean, again, I think it just comes down to what do you want? And you know what? Some people are not price sensitive about stuff like this. That's the other thing. Like, if it feels good, looks good, and they enjoy it, then that's all there is. Oh, see, even Rocky had a montage. Is this my guy getting my reference to Homestar Runner and throwing back? Even Rocky had a montage at me. We talked about Homestar Runner at a previous thing, but there was one of those shorts where they made a montage and Ron just quoted a line from the song connected to it, which is good. That's a deep cut, Ron. They also had joggers. The joggers are probably the same, but these are called performance joggers. Like, are these necessarily any different than the other pants?
Called that as well. I think they're the same thing.
Okay, all right. So they started with the pants and then they moved their way up. There's a water bottle which is appropriately priced. Now that's what we call a high quality holder of H2O.
There's even a little spot to write your name on it.
Yeah, I like that. And then they also had a vintage crew neck tee.
When I steal your water bottle, I know exactly who I'm taking it from.
Look at this, John. It's a shirt that has the logo is on the front, and it says Dare Mighty Things, which I love.
Well, they're listening to you. We know they watch the podcast, and we know they're listening to your every move.
Look at that. When the back of the shirt looks like that, and I like the logo on the front, I'm going to be happy.
You're a happy camper.
I'm a happy camper. So I think this looked really good. I'm pretty happy. I don't need any new gym trunks, but I do like that I have new color choices here as well, which will be awesome. These Supernova shorts looked really cool. Let's shift gears here, John, and go to what are we going to say? What are we going to do next? Let's go back to the top. I guess I don't want to sign in, but the Run Mickey collection. Now, the Disney 10Ks, the Disney marathons, all of those are huge and exciting events that sell out every year. A lot of people love to do them. A lot of people dress up in cosplay. And so meeting the need of people who want to show their fandom, but they want to wear normal running gear, but they don't want to wear a Tinkerbell kind of tutu and a bunch of stuff. there are other people that can do that, but you can still show up and be loud here. And that was exactly how I would describe the drop that we got today. What'd you think of this outside the lines? I mean,
Well,
this one.
I totally a
Yeah, go
John
ahead.
shirt. There's no.
Yeah, I was
don't
like,
think
I
it's a
was wondering.
shocker to anyone.
I was like, is this actually a John shirt? This might be a little louder even for John.
No. That's a John shirt. That's perfect. The louder the better. That is totally a John shirt. In fact, I love that we got this not only as the new performance style, but we also got it as the short sleeve shirt. Interestingly enough, though, no joggers for that design. We had shorts, but there's no joggers for that design, which I thought was an
That probably
interesting
come
choice.
later.
I'm sure they have their reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah,
great pocket. Look at that. Look at that.
Perfect.
Look at that
Perfect pocket. Exactly. Because they listen. No, I think this looks great. Outside the Lines is the winner for me. I think this is a great collection overall, but Outside the Lines, totally the winner for me. We absolutely know. I think it's just one thing I wanted to point out that I think is interesting is that, we talk about, the Run Disney, but this does not say Run Disney anywhere. It says Run Mickey. There's nowhere on here that says Run Disney. This is not an official Run Disney collab athletic wear. It says Run Mickey all over.
You're right. You're right. I connected it to the Run Disney stuff myself.
Like, I think most people do, and I think that's probably what they were going for. But this is not a Run Disney collab. Which I think is interesting, but I'm sure they have their reasons for that as well. But no, totally Outside the Lines. I love that. I'm totally picking up the Kunu. That is the one for me. In fact, I'll probably pick up those shorts as well, so we can make the tux work. And I'm happy.
Nice. Yeah. I have a thought to come back to on the performance stuff, but then they had a couple of nice shirts here. They had a different set of training shorts. This was one I wanted to call attention to. You got this. So I like this design. I think it's cool, but it's also a Steve reference here. You've got this is like that's what Steve used to say to a lot of people when he was giving them a point of encouragement. So they kind of like put that in here. So this is like a Gebhardism. Is that what we call that? Gebhardism. So I thought that was super cool. They didn't call it out in the description here, but like,
no, the thumbs up and you got this. It's absolutely a Gebhard reference, 100%.
Yeah. And then they made You Got This shorts, which are cool. Are these John shorts?
These are totally John shorts. Absolutely.
Nice.
Do you want to get in my shorts, Justin?
No, I do not.
No?
No. And then they had a couple shirts. So all told, I thought it was really good. Now I want to come back and just look at this performance thing. Here's one use case that I did not. Maybe this will be something for later because this is about running. So this is about working out. But when I first saw these, especially the long sleeve ones, I started thinking about like the Shred Flex. And you've seen like when people go to the pool, especially if they're going to be there for a long day, they'll wear like these long sleeves to kind of give themselves a little bit of extra sun protection.
Yeah.
A lot of those shirts and things like that will have built-in or woven-in SPF protection. And it's not great. It's not like it's not going to save your life, but it is. But I thought that this setup made it a lot more likely that they could bring these into Alani, for example, and like sell these at the pool in Hawaii for people to buy this and then wear them like in a warmer climate. So but I would just love it if there was actually like a little bit of SPF protection, but that sounds like it would be like a V2 or a V3 kind of thing where they introduce that into the
I think it's something we'll see down the line for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw this comment, but Ron says you should wear You've Got This shorts for my wife on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Go for it, Ron. You've got
this.
You've got this.
Yeah, that's funny. I love it. That'll be good. Yeah. So I think there was one other thing actually. Let me stop the share Let me stop that share right there. Bink. There was one more thing.
First time seeing this, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, so somehow I missed out. Now tell us about this.
Well, so this right here appears to be, and not that we've received any kind of statement, but just from what we think and what we know, this right here is an exclusive shirt at the Walt Disney Company store in Burbank.
Oh,
And we believe that the only way you can get this is by booking a tour,
yeah,
and then at the end there's the shop there, and you can go and purchase this shirt. And
yeah,
I don't know if you're able to enhance and whatnot, but you can see the company
no,
buildings right there with like kind of like the specs and the mouse
yeah,
ears and the water tower, and it's a pretty killer shirt. Now, what I was going to ask is, I have a friend who I do a weekly podcast with in California every week, and I didn't know if he felt like doing like a tour of like the Walt Disney Company and then going into the gift shop and picking up one of his friends, who he also does a podcast with every week, a shirt. I
yeah.
think that would be really cool. I don't know how far away you are from Burbank, but I also think you're willing to travel for your buddy.
5 hours driving to Burbank.
Oh,
I
that's so
scored that
good.
out because
That's
when
a
I was
couple of
working on
podcasts.
the
That's a couple of
yeah,
podcasts. Exactly.
yeah, I just don't have a
Nice
car to
stroll.
drive, so
I'm sure there's a train. There's no train.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do think I will be back in northern LA, northern Los Angeles County at some point in time. So yeah, let me look into it. There's two stores actually, which is a little bit tricky. There's one that you can get access to if you go through the tour, and then there's one that's for employees. And I don't know if you'll remember this, but do you remember the Disney baseball jersey that they were selling at D23 last year?
Yes.
Well, actually,
I
it was
do.
2 years ago. But
I know.
I thought about buying that, and I was just like, oh, I'll get it later, and I couldn't find it, and they had it in the employee only side of the store, and I can't get in there to buy. I can't even get in there to buy stuff. I'm standing on the door outside looking, and like, oh, I want that jersey. People are selling it at upcharged prices, so I need to be pretty smart. But yes, if the other thing we could do is, well,
Find an
actually,
employee.
no. Bert, I was going to say if we wanted to time this out right, we could just go up to Disney Animation Studios when you come out for the Disneyland trip.
But I
And
want
whether
my
you're coming
shirt
from
now,
Anaheim-
Dustin.
Okay, who are you, Veruca Salt? I want to open up now, Daddy.
I want it now, Daddy.
Well, let me work on it because I could be down there, or maybe a nice listener would happen to be in the area. But
Yes.
man, yeah,
Yes.
people like shopping at that store though. I go in that store every year, but now, like when you go to the Holly Jolly on the lot, that Jolly Holiday on the lot thing, you have to book a slot to go stand in line, and then they like check because you had people going in there and the lines were long. People were spending their whole evening just standing in line to get in the store, and then some didn't, and that was kind of a big disappointment. So
Yeah.
I think it would be a lot of fun to be able to go down there. But if we're going to go down there, John, why would I go down there and you not come on the tour? Like,
No.
like,
I want to go. No, I do want to go do the tour. I do want to go.
They've got Walt Disney's office. Walt Disney's office is on that tour.
Oh my God! I got to go sit in that office and put my feet on the desk. I have to do that.
Oh, I'll have to cover for you. Like I'll have to, because everybody wants to do that. But yeah, they
I'd cover for you, Dustin.
I mean, hey, you pulled off that scam at Comic-Con. Just walked down there like, can we pull a prank? That was good. That was really good. I was like,
you were sitting there like, there's no way. You're like, there's no way.
I thought there was no way because they're kind of ballbustery up there. Like they don't want to hear it. Yeah. So any knowledge on how long these shirts are going to be there? Is it just sort of going to be, because I could also see these being on sale at D23 as well.
Nobody knows. There hasn't been a field note. There hasn't been any kind of post from HQ, or at least not from what I've seen. No one truly knows. So the idea is get them now, and then send your podcast host that you love some shirts as well. And if they sell them at D23 too, then great.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll work on that. It's good to know. And it is a nice layout. They there's also Mickey's of Glendale. They might sell them over there too.
Maybe if it has no one's No one's come out and said that. But if you want to be the first to go down there, Dustin, I encourage you to go.
I do need to go back down there. I have a bunch more videos that I want to make for our sister channel, The Fandom Traveler. I did the Back to the Future. I don't know if you saw it, John, but I just posted the Harry Potter tour. It's a subset of all of the scene and filming locations from Harry Potter in London. And then I posted a video about the creepy mall closure that happened. It actually already happened. It happened this Monday. The main mall in downtown San Francisco has closed to the public. And now they're going to figure out what they want to do with that space and turn it into stuff. I've heard they're going to turn it into a soccer pitch. I've heard they're going to put a baseball stadium over there. I've heard lots of ideas. But as for now, what it definitely isn't going to be anymore is a shopping mall. So you can check those videos out if you're curious about them. And then we'll see what I need to get there. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, in Burbank is the official McDonald's commercial store. Do you know about this place? Did I tell you about this place?
Yes, there's a McDonald's. It's not a functioning McDonald's, but there's a McDonald's.
That's right.
It looks like a McDonald's, but they use it for advertising and commercials. And
Ron says the Potter video was great. Yeah. So this McDonald's. Thank you so much. The McDonald's is only used for commercials, and it's the one for pretty much any McDonald's commercial that you've ever seen shot was probably filmed at this place. And it's right around the corner from the Back to the Future Mall. Like it's right there, like by Puente Hill. So you can go do both of those things in the same day, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I'm excited about that. I will say one more thing. I'm definitely going to be in Burbank in October. I'm going to go down there, and I'm going to be down there for Back to the Future Day.
But I want it now, Daddy.
Well, if you have a time machine, you can go get it right. You can go into the future, pick it up, and then come back here and have it now. I'm
start working on the time machine.
All right. You know the process, right?
Sure, of course.
You got to stand on a toilet, slip, hit your head, and draw the flux capacitor.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's how Doc Brown did it. That's how Doc Brown did it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
The conceit of Back to the Future and time travel is just too perfect. It's not overly complicated. There's this thing, and you put enough energy in it, like a nuclear reaction or a lightning strike, and it allows you to travel in time. It's pretty tidy, nice and tidy.
Sounds right to me.
Yeah. They need to bring back all the McDonald's characters for the commercials. I think so. Who is your favorite McDonald's character? And let's say for this conversation, Ronald cannot be a choice.
No, the Hamburger Griller.
Robble.
I remember when I was younger, they had these VHS tapes. I think it was called McDonald Land. If that's.
Oh, sure. I'm sure. Yeah, sure.
There was these VHS tapes, and it was by, I don't know why I know all this information, but it was by the same company that made Rugrats. And McDonald's hired this company to make these VHS tapes of the Ronald McDonald and Friends. And it was like this cartoon. And they were a lot of fun. The Adventures of Ronald, the Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald. Yeah, this is it.
Wow, that's fun.
Yeah. These VHS tapes that you would get at McDonald's with your Happy Meal, and that was a lot of fun.
Super fun. That's great. That's great. I like the Hamburglar too, but and I like the Hamburglar because he was trying to commit crime, but his only crime was that he wanted to eat, and only in America would you punish people for stealing because they were hungry, because they couldn't find food, right? Grimace would be my second. He'd be like number two. What the hell is Grimace?
What is a grimace?
Yeah, I know what a grimace is. A grimace is a facial expression, usually associated with sadness or pain. Guy? But what is the I know it's but what is he? Hamburglar's a dude with a mask, a cape, who steals hamburgers. Ronald is a creepy clown with lead-lined paint that's gone crazy and wants to hang out with children.
Stop talking about Captain Cohosh that way. Not nice.
Oh no! What is that true? Check the lore on this, John. Ron says he's a taste bud.
He's a taste bud. Kind of like a fuzzy blob of arms. Originally, McDonald said he was the embodiment of a milkshake. Later on, he was portrayed as a bit of a villain who stole milkshakes, but they quickly turned him into a lovable, slightly cute, clueless bestie. He's best friends with Ronald McDonald. I don't see anything here about him being a taste bud.
Yeah, I like it though.
I like it. Yeah, I'm going with it.
You know what? You're a taste bud. You're a taste bud. You're my taste bud. You know why? Because you like Coke and not Pepsi. You're my taste bud. We're each other's taste bud. Yeah, we got to get a shirt that says I'm his taste bud, he's my taste buds. There it is. Taste buds.
Each other. They're tasting.
Yeah, we just got to make sure it doesn't have like a pot leaf on it or something, and people get the wrong idea. Like, hey guys, what do you got something for me? All right, we're gonna wrap it up here, John. I am a little jet lagged from London, so I'm gonna go catch some zoos. Hope you had a good time. Have a good week. And I hope everybody out there, thank you guys for watching. Again, we want to know how you're getting into shape in 2026. Drop us a comment in the video down below or send us a message at wearablefandom@gmail.com. And we are excited to be here and to be back with you guys. And we'll be back next week. Now, John, I've been meaning to ask you if your mom has already picked out all of her Kunu shirts that she's going to take with her on the cruise.
Well, she hasn't picked them all out